All right, let's do this before it starts raining. It's been drizzling all morning, freezing. But when I took the hubs off this truck, this old 1989 Chevy C3500, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Had no idea. I've taken many a hub off, but never got into something like this. But this particular hub, I put a new axle seal on it. As you can see, that's a new seal. And it has bearings at the top, bearings at the bottom. I'm going to put grease oil all in that. This is my floating axle. I've got new axle flanges. Sometimes they're called axle gaskets. You're not supposed to put any additional axle grease. You just put the flange only and tighten up the bolts. This is the passenger side springs. I replaced all the shoes and the wheel cylinder. I wanted to get a good video of it all. And I did replace that spring. Remember yesterday it only had four turnarounds. Now it's got a lot more. So that's got a good spring. And this is the passenger side. And I believe I've got all the shoes on there and the wheel cylinder properly. If you go up under the truck, I put 80-90 gear oil in the rear end and I topped it off. I had to remove the spare tire in order to get a good angle at it. So we got 80-90 gear oil. Matter of fact, I put so much in that it started coming out of the axle on the other side, but that's okay. I put a bucket here to hold it, but it came out. That's good. And I wanted to show this one too. This is all the springs and the wheel cylinder and metal doohickeys and thingamabobs. And I'll brush the brakes off with a brake cleaner one last time. I did get a little bit of oil on them, but I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. And you see, this has got a brand new spring too, so both sides got new adjustment springs. So I feel good about that. We put anti-seize on everything that should have anti-seize. I got a new axle flange for this side and a new wheel hub. So got all my got both axle nuts right there. Matter of fact, somewhere around here, yeah, this right here, this is my 6-lug axle socket that'll go into this axle nut when I tighten it all up. And then I have the clip that goes on even before that. And then I have 2 keepaways, and they'll need to go in. And in the future, I'm not going to use tweezers, I'm going to use a magnet. So that's about what we got. I'm going to try to button everything up if it don't rain on me. Maybe we'll have a running truck by the end of the day. And you guys dare me to take the front wheels off? My concern is if I take the front wheels off, I'm gonna get in a whole new nightmare. But I do need to take them off and look at them. While I'm sitting here talking, it's starting to rain again, so I better hurry up. I better get to work instead of blabbing my mouth. Take care, God bless. All right, peace and blessings, everybody. As you can see, the truck is off the jacks. It's down on the ground. My wife just helped me bleed the brakes. I stuck the hubs and the axle nuts and the clips and the keepways and the axles back on. And one thing I wanted to make a note of, when I tried to adjust this particular wheel on the driver's side, you'll notice in my previous video, I had a real shiny adjuster bolt. This thing was wrong. It was threaded opposite of what it needed to be threaded, and it twisted in the wrong direction, and I never could adjust my drum. So that's what I get for just assuming that what they sent me is going to work on my side of the truck. I went ahead and put back in the old one, and I lubricated it up, and it'll work just fine. But don't make the mistake I did and think that those things are the same. You got to make sure that they're threaded properly and that they turn the right way before you just make the assumption and put them all in. So I'm going to go ahead and take this for a test drive here pretty soon. If I'm alive tomorrow, you'll know that my brakes are fully functional. Have a new set of shoes on the rear, and it was a bigger undertaking than I expected on this 3500. I had no idea it was going to involve all this work. And sometime later on, I'm going to take the front tires off. I've never had them off since I've owned the truck. I've only owned it for less than a year, and we'll see what the front brakes look like. But at least I can rest assured that I've got good brakes on the back. Take care, God bless, have a great day.